TYFU.
Hello, Marilla.
Oh, hi, Beth. Thanks for asking how I am. No, kidding.
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
Good. We are recording at your place.
Treetop Studio.
And it's different.
Yeah, how do you feel the vibe is?
I like your wall paint. I like your paint color.
It might be paint over paper. I don't know. I rent the place.
Well, I like it.
Thank you.
It's pleasant. It's soothing.
Sky blue.
I think it's more sophisticated than just a plain old sky blue.
You think?
Yeah.
Cerulean.
To me, it looks more like robin's egg.
Oh, a robin's egg. I like that. When I moved in, I wasn't sure that I was into it, but I feel it is nice and appropriate for a treetop studio. We're here in the sky.
I have a review story to tell you this week, and I have it today in retail that's not mine.
Is it the review story I think you're going to tell?
I don't know.
Were we commiserating about it before?
No.
A couple days? Okay, good. All right.
This is brand new.
Oh, all right. You just keep surprising me.
So remember during our last recording session, we were talking about what might happen if someone thought it was a coffee shop and came in and I wasn't a coffee shop.
Yes.
And they were disappointed.
Right.
And therefore left a bad review
Not your cup of tea.
for my coffee shop that's not a coffee shop.
Right.
Well, I did in fact get a review related to that this week.
All right.
I got a 5-star review.
Oh, starting out
being
wonderfully.
An excellent coffee shop.
Finally! Finally, someone is recognizing your game.
Right. But I think they meant to leave the review for a completely other business named Stomping Grounds. There's
my God.
There's a cafe in Iowa named Stomping Grounds, and I think it might have been them
Oh, really?
that this person meant
Or
to
do you
leave.
think it was Grounded around this
Maybe
corner?
that's also an
From
excellent
Geneva, New
idea.
York. Yeah. Grounded is a coffee
It's
shop.
1 block away from
One
me.
block away from Beth Haswell's
Yeah.
store. Yeah.
So
One moment. I just want to take a pause. Can we hear the noise?
what is that gnawing sound?
I would just like to take a moment to acknowledge some of the white noise that we have at the Treetop Studio that you might hear if you're listening at home. One being a muted gnawing.
It's not muted to my ear. It is gnawing, but it's not muted.
It's a loud chomping gnawing sound that Kelly will have to go in and clip out painstakingly if we don't just
Let it go.
acknowledge it.
Let's just let it go.
That is my lovely dog, Bernard. When we're at Beth's studio, we have our lovely Boudica,
executive producer.
And Bernard is here at my studio, and we'll let you guys in on that. You also might hear an errant baby crying. I did have twins recently, and they are in the building. So we're just going to get right out ahead of the rumors. All right, so you have a review, which we love.
Yes.
You
And
stole
then-
someone else's 5-star
Yes.
review.
Well, yes. And then I'm about to steal somebody else's today in retail because
Ooh.
you were showing me these beautiful peonies that you have in your studio. And you were also warring against, was it an ant on the peony?
Some kind of aphid of sort. It's
it was
some
a
sort
tiny
of
little
critter.
bug and a harmless one at that, but you will not tolerate them in your home.
I don't tolerate a critter outside of Bernard.
Well, that reminds me of my Nepo baby, Leo,
Leo.
who has a new job in food service.
Ooh.
And
Couldn't keep her on the farm.
I think she and I agree that it's good to work outside the family business for a minute.
As a Nepo baby myself,
Yeah.
I could attest.
Yeah, just to get a different range of experiences, see
Yes.
how other people run their businesses, see how other customers behave in the world.
See how it is to have a boss that isn't your mom, but you can't really roll your eyes at all the time.
Right,
or at least have to do it behind their back.
Right. Well, she was telling me about a customer who ordered some food.
Okay.
It was in a to-go container.
Right.
And the customer, apparently, this is secondhand, but the customer opened the to-go container and found a fruit fly in it.
A fruit fly.
And was disgusted and horrified, and apparently threw the container back on the counter and said, yeah, I'm going to need my money back.
Whoa.
For the fruit fly.
For the fruit fly. Which,
And
no, continue. I was about to get off
this
on
is
my
the thing.
tirade.
Like, she and I talked about it. Like, it's a fruit fly.
It's a fruit fly. How do we feel about fruit flies these days, guys? Like, I go about this, I have this conversation in my head all the time because I have food in my store.
Yes.
Are fruit flies the enemy? I mean, they are. We hate them. They're annoying. But are they...
Are they a cockroach?
A cockroach? Are they a black fly? Are they a house fly?
No.
No.
Are they maggots?
Do they even like gross things? For I feel like fruit flies only like delicious things like food that I would eat. And like house flies. Oh yeah, alcohol, wine, things like that. Mm-hmm. All things that I too enjoy. Mm-hmm. House flies also like poop. Mm-hmm. But I never see a fruit fly bothering with poop. You know?
I think I would have not had a fit and demanded my money back.
Oh, I certainly wouldn't have, but I'm gross.
I don't know. Maybe the listeners want to comment on this.
Okay, yeah. You know what? Let's open it up.
A fruit fly is that big a deal.
I don't either, but maybe we're gross.
We probably are gross.
Maybe we're gross. Like if that happened to me, I'd be like, oh, they're so annoying. And I just would go on my merry way. Also, how do you stop a fruit fly? Like they just become...
They just appear out of thin air, honestly. They just materialize. They're beamed in.
Right. So it's, I don't know. I don't think they're gross. I think they're annoying. I wish they would not be around, but I don't think they're gross.
I don't think a fruit fly is any reflection on the cleanliness of...
Yes. Say it louder for the people in the back. Yes.
So, I don't know.
You could keep your place as clean as a whistle, and you'd still have a fruit fly.
And they do.
Fruit fly season.
Where Leo works now, they are cleaning all the time.
Yay!
Like, it is a clean establishment,
right? So
it's not like there's some kind of neglect going on.
Well, so is mine, but I'm going to be completely transparent with our listeners and nobody else.
Whisper
I carry vinegar.
Oh, of course.
At my shops.
I bet fruit flies are into that.
What do you make a fruit fly trap with? Vinegar. And so I am constantly fending off hordes of fruit flies, depending on the season. Like I'm constantly hermetically sealing my vinegar vats so that no fruit flies get in. But like, I think to myself, okay, like if one fruit fly got into the vinegar, do I throw the whole batch out? I don't know. I've not fished one out, but it's bound to happen someday.
Don't we have a number of entomologists in Geneva?
We sure do.
Yeah.
Honestly, we need to
foresight.
Are we going to do an episode on pests and bugs?
We could.
I could.
Okay. Well, then we've rambled on enough about this.
All right.
So.
Kelly, scribble that down. It's being scribbled as we speak. All right. Well, write in and tell us your bug stories because we're cooking up an episode, kids.
Okay. Now, for this week, though.
All right.
For this episode.
Focus on the task at
Do you
hand.
have any other business you want to address before we get going? Do you want to talk about what's new in Flower Shop or save that to the end? Or
we can save that to the end, really. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of boring paperwork stuff that makes you want to pull your hair out. So I'm not going to bore.
So listen to the end.
No, I was thinking about what was my week in retail, and I don't have any today in retails specifically to share. I will say my week in retail was one of those weeks where you set out in the morning to do something at a particular time, and then you're an hour behind every thing that you meant to do. And I wish that I could blame that on my new baby twins, but I had that happen to me before that. So I think I'm going to just blame it on my two baby businesses and leave it at that. But that was my week. Everything I set out to do was late. And I just spent the week apologizing to everyone that I loved in my business for being the person that was late to everything. So yeah, moving on. It's a new week. Do we have an envelope?
We do, and you better rip it this time.
I will, before you just
dig right
careen
in.
into this episode. All right, here we go. And the topic for today
is
signs and wonders.
Miracles.
No, just signs.
Okay. Signs like sale signs like your outdoor signs.
Signs like spiritual signs.
Yeah.
Signs in the clouds.
Signs like... should I go into business with Marilla? And I did draw a tarot card on that, and it was full of flowers.
And I did plant it, by the way. I think maybe let's see what we have time for. Let's just start at the beginning, and we'll just see how far we get.
Well, this is I think we talked about this topic on and off here and there over the course of the last couple of months, but
years, yeah.
It came to mind recently for me when I was in a local business.
Okay.
I'm not going to name it.
Absolutely. We would never.
In fact, I'm going to change a few details.
Okay. I love when she does this.
Yes. So let's pretend that I was going to a gas station.
Ooh, okay.
A local gas station.
All right.
And let's pretend when I open the door to this gas station, there's a giant sign like 5 feet in the door that has a picture of someone.
Someone.
Okay.
All right. I see where this is going. Maybe.
And let's say that person had been caught on surveillance stealing a pack of gum from the gas station.
Yes.
And the gas station owner wanted to warn that person to never steal a pack of gum again because you're on camera, buddy.
Yeah.
So there's
like we know who you are. We're coming for you, kind of a thing.
Yes. So
that's a strategy.
This sign could be maybe a deterrent to other gum shoplifters.
Unless you're an attention whore. Maybe that's not unless you're an attention hog.
Yeah, unless you're an attention hog.
I don't know if there's anything wrong with the phrase attention whore, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, that's Kelly's problem.
So I see this sign, and Lord knows I commiserate with the gas station owner. I don't like to be shoplifted. None of us do. But I have to say that as a customer, seeing this sign again and again and again when I go into the gas station, I find it a little off-putting.
Yeah, like when do you take down the gum person photo?
Do you put it up in the first place is my question.
Well, right. There's that. Yeah, let's start there.
Okay.
What's your feeling about that?
I can understand the impulse to put it up.
Right. You've been wronged.
And you want the wrongdoer to know that you're onto them.
And know that they didn't get away with it the way they think they got away with it, even though they did get away with it because they're probably chewing gum looking at that picture.
Right. But I didn't steal the gum.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like for months and months, like to me, whether or not I agree with, the shoplifter or the business owner, it doesn't matter. What I'm doing is every time I walk into the front door of this place, I'm hit with a negative message and a negative feeling. And it doesn't make me feel super warm and fuzzy.
Right. It feels like a crime has been committed there, too, you know, in a sense. Like, I think that's not necessarily the drive or the point of any of this. But I think as a customer, there's a psychological feeling of like, oh, the law's been broken here. I don't know. Like, is there that? Does that come into play?
It might play in like subconsciously.
That's what I mean. It maybe not even thought about.
For me, it's like this business owner, I would think would want to be communicating a message to me, the loyal, honest, not shoplifting customer.
Yeah.
I should be the primary concern, and the message when I go in should be welcome.
So what you're telling me is you think there should be a picture of you not stealing a pack of gum, paying for a pack of gum.
Or there should be a customer appreciation thing of some kind. If you're going to put a sign up, be like, thanks to, Joe Jones. He's our, he
Customer
spent
of the month.
the most on gum this.
Yeah.
And we really appreciate him.
I love this.
Like, it's just a different...
Oh, yeah.
It goes from a negative to a positive.
I agree. I personally, and I don't just see it at the gas station. You see it here, there, and everywhere. This person stole pictures of varying levels. Now that surveillance cameras, I think, are more accessible. I think you see it more like surveillance footage. But, there was a time that some people would take an actual picture of the person, the shamed thief, and put it on the wall like a mugshot.
Yes.
I, for the same reason that you are putting forth, think that it is not, I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze.
Yes.
First of all, that person's already chewing the gum someplace else.
And maybe getting a good laugh out of your sign.
It may be so, right?
Yeah,
they might be getting a good laugh. They might never come back to your store again because they might not care at all.
Yes.
Especially if they don't care enough to, like, if they don't care about you, then they don't care about stealing from you, like, in the sense of, like, they don't feel bad about it because they don't have sympathy for your business. So why would they care if you put their picture up? They got away with it. I guess maybe I'm a psychopath thinking that way.
No. Like, I agree with you.
I got away with it. So big deal. You got a picture of me?
Yeah.
Like, okay, call the cops.
Right. Right.
So I don't think the juice is worth the squeeze there. And also, I'm a little more reverse psychology about the way, a fruit fly.
This place
I want my money back. Okay. I also, it's just not the way I would approach that situation because I feel like, I don't know, the gum thief is kind of getting what they want out of that situation too. They're making you mad. They get what they want. They get their gum. Me, I feel like if you've identified the gum thief, how much is a pack of gum? Every time they come in, I'd be like, oh, you know what? Here's a pack of gum. I know you needed that. Just give it to them every single time they walk in the door.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far.
$3?
I don't know.
For that
Marilla,
look on their face? Oh, my God. I just might. But if I was that mad about it.
The time to take the to make the sign.
Oh, I would never.
Is money. The
paper.
The paper.
The ink.
The ink. The
photoshopping.
Yeah, whatever.
If you're going to Photoshop a mustache or something insulting on them. Yeah, no way. Not for me.
So I just feel like, in a way, it's a distraction. Putting the sign up is a distraction for the positive experience of your loyal paying customers. And it's also a distraction for you. Because if you're then also looking at that sign every day, like, it's
you're thinking about it as gum thief, number one.
Yes.
And getting mad.
Right. And it is easy to let there was a baby. It is easy to let the bad customers eat into your soul.
Right.
It's easy to do it even without a sign reminding you of it every single day. So I'm a thumbs down on the signs,
but
I do totally understand and sympathize with the impulse to do it.
Yeah, and I think so. You came into this gas station, saw the shoplifting sign, the shame sign, shame sign, and we're talking not just about shoplifting signs today. We're talking about how signs impact customer experience, business, morale, presentation.
Yes.
I feel like signs can communicate your personality as a business.
Yes.
What else am I missing? There's so much.
There's so much. And I started thinking, when I started thinking about signs, I really went off the deep end.
Went a little cuckoo loco.
I did. And there's so many ways to think about this. But one thing that occurred to me is every sign of any kind that you put on or in your business, everything from the name on the front door to the price tag on the product is a sign.
Right.
And every single one of those signs is an attempt to solve a problem.
Right.
an attempt to communicate with a customer or a thief, an attempt to communicate with the UPS guy and tell him where you want the deliveries to go.
Right.
It gets very
It's
big.
it's another language because it's an attempt to communicate with your customer it's the customer who doesn't want to be engaged verbally.
Yes.
You got to trust if you're really doing it well, I think you have to trust that your signage is going to convey what you would be chit-chatting with the person about.
Yeah.
Whether that's
why they
your
call
style.
them shelf talkers.
Shelf talkers. Us ladies in the biz call them shelf talkers. Yeah. And I have to admit, before we get too deep into this and before I wax too wise about any of this, my signage, I'm not proud of it.
You're not.
I'm not proud of my signage.
Talk about it, Marilla. Talk
I'm
about
not
it.
there yet. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there. What I want is cohesiveness. What I want is informative. Mm-hmm. What I want is enticing, sexy. No, I'm kidding.
I'm ready to go down to your shop right now.
What I have is cardboard with the prices written on it, handwritten signs. And I am at war with myself constantly because I haven't cracked this code yet, because my store is low waste. Our producer is telling me I can't knock my knuckles together. I'll stop. My store is low waste.
Sure.
To improve the signage, I feel that I must invest in things that are perhaps wasteful, like plastic, little plaques, sleeves, perhaps.
Troublesome.
Things that I don't necessarily need to bring into the consumer stream
Yeah.
to convey my message. I have an overabundance of cardboard and markers. Thus, I feel I should use them. But not everyone has perfect handwriting, including myself. So sue me. So there's only so much consistency you can have.
Have you talked to your other refill store community
Yes,
about
and everyone
this?
does it differently.
Yeah.
And there's no shame in the game. Many just use, sleeves, and you're reusing them. It's not like that's the end of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeves, little plastic shelf talkers, it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But in my head, I get a little bogged down by it of like, do I need?
Well, yeah. It's also that costs money. That kind of stuff costs money.
Well,
and
it costs
seems
money.
like an unnecessary expense, maybe.
But good signage can make you money.
That's true. All right. I have noticed the signs in your store being handwritten.
A bit bespoke.
Yeah, exactly what I thought.
Yeah.
But there is a hominess to it. There is a friendliness to a handwritten sign. There's like kind of a warmth to
Right.
it, I suppose.
Right.
So,
And that's what I'm relying on. I'm relying on the fact that it is warm and it is friendly, and that is the intention behind it. And that's okay. But my dream of elevated, sexy signage is not being realized with handwritten signs.
Yeah.
And I think you have to be really, and you know what? I'm going to sort it out. I'm on a journey. We're going to get there. I have gotten labels for some jars that are all the same. I could just write on them with Sharpie, but I've gotten labels, so sue me.
well, let me tell you, I'm having a similar problem, but not exactly. Now, when Kyle did our rebranding for Stomping Grounds last year,
Yes,
we
which is
bought
lovely.
a font.
You bought a font?
We bought a font
I think I might have as well.
specific for signage in the store.
Ooh.
But it's such a pain in the butt for me.
Isn't it, though?
Yes, that I end up just typing something out
And printing it off?
and printing it off and attaching it. I mean, I still want. I might have like a couple of handwritten signs in my store, but
Yeah.
for the most part, I like them to be typed and printed.
Right.
but I'm still not branding within the store the way I should.
And that's what I mean. I think that branding is, I think that signs are such a big part of your branding. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's absolutely necessary, but it does bring a certain level of cohesiveness and a certain level of seriousness.
Yeah, grown up business.
Is it? Yeah, to the store. And I definitely feel like that's a next thing on my checklist to kind of tackle, mm-hmm. but I am in the same boat with you. Like, okay, so do I take the extra time or spend the extra money or generate the extra waste?
Yeah.
To make this happen? Or do I pay someone else to take the extra time? Is it, I think what's tricky is when you make a move in your business, and this is not a business advice podcast. We're teetering on the edge of business advice here. We're getting dangerously close.
Fast forward.
Yeah, fast forward. Yeah. Skip this part. But when you're having one of these conversations, something that I do is with yourself, something that I do is ask, is it going to generate more sales and more income?
Yes.
And if so, how much? Is it measurable? So if I do it, is it going to move the needle? If I don't do it, am I losing out? Or is it neutral? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's neutral. I think it does generate more sales. However, very hard to measure.
I don't know where I first heard it. I think it was when I was working at Victoria's Secret.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so a million years ago. But
Talk about branding.
The manager told me then, like, presentation is 90% of the sale. And I think that's a maxim, but that's the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
And I'm always thinking about it.
Right. I think about that all the time. And, but as a small business owner, you have to be frugal. Yes. With your presentation. So you really have to like split those hairs of like, okay, what's actually going to having a good sign out front of your store is the most important, I would say, to bring people in mm-hmm. and on your windows. If that's all you can afford, you just have to do what you can. But now we're coming up on 7 years. I feel like I've got to get some more signage in my store, but it is hard to pull that trigger.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, but our merchandise changes all the time. I'm trying to keep it fresh.
Right.
Trying to keep things moving around the store so it always feels different.
Yeah.
Consistent, but different.
Right.
And one way that you can bring consistency to the store, no matter what the product is, whatever's rotating in or out, is through signage. Mm-hmm. But also, if you're rotating product in and out, then you constantly need new signage.
So yeah, are you printing it? Are you,
Yeah.
You're printing it. But I also hate working with printers. I'm doomed. I think we just made the full arc that I'm just going to keep handwriting my signs.
Let's talk about other kinds of signs.
All right.
Okay. So I started thinking about what signs every single business has. For instance, ours. Open and closed.
Classic.
Classic. A pets sign, maybe. A food and drink sign. A no public restrooms sign.
Let's just make a note that it doesn't matter if you have any of these signs. People will still ask if you're open or say that they didn't see that you're closed, or they will still bring their food in. But yes, we all have them.
We have these will return in 10 minutes clocks or whatever.
Yeah, I don't
have one of those either. But
I want one.
Yeah. Well, people have them. You see them. Yeah. No shirt, no shoes, no service signs. Where did those come from? What happened that...
Right. When did that become such a problem that we needed a sign?
Everywhere, but mostly gas stations.
And grocery stores.
Okay.
How many shirtless, shoeless Joes were walking in?
It must have been a problem.
Service.
At some point.
Or maybe they were not Joes. Maybe they were Jills. And it was distracting. Oh, man. What's always funny to me is that they don't say no pants. It's just no shirt, no shoes.
Right.
You could go in
Pantless.
Pooh Bear style and demand service. And
Well, there's no sign.
there's no sign. Come on. That's going to be our next reel is going into the grocery store. Yeah, those are, I think you have more of those signs than I do.
I sure do.
Why do you have more than I do? Probably just because you've experienced more shirtless Joes.
I don't have that particular sign. I do. Here's a thing. Like, I do have a sign asking people not to snack in my store.
Okay.
Nobody ever reads it, but
especially
it's
not
there.
me.
I noticed when I was in Salem that almost every store had a no drinks policy, and some stores had like aggressive signs like no food and drink.
If you bring this in, and then they had a picture of somebody with a food
Yes,
and a
right.
drink,
Shame.
and they said this
Shame.
person brought in their Starbucks last week.
A lot of them had little tables by the door. In fact, I saw this in Cape Cod too.
Now I like
And
it.
because tourists are walking around with their iced coffees.
It's a drink parking lot.
Yeah. Yes. So I was like, oh, I like this idea
I do
of a
too.
drinks parking lot. And then some of them had really cute little signs. And one in Salem, this is why I mentioned Salem in particular, is because it had like a fake tarot card. And the sign made to look like a tarot card said drinks altar. And I thought that was so
I
clever
think it's cute.
for Salem. And I was like, of course I would, with reverence and respect, like to put my
drink
latte
on the altar.
on this altar.
Yes.
And so it reminded me of how this, communicating can be done in a variety of different ways. And I've mentioned this before when I had a giant stop sign on my door during COVID
man.
times.
Yes.
And Kyle, this episode should be dedicated to Kyle because this is
In
what he
loving
thinks about.
memory
Yes,
of
Kyle's
who's
sign.
still with us.
Kyle is fine. But he's like, why don't you say masks required in a heart?
I believe I might have said this to you also.
Really? I thought that was Kyle. Was it you? Was it both of
Kyle
you?
and I are going to have to arm wrestle. I don't know. I think I might have said it.
Okay. Sorry, Kyle. Thanks for
Because-
nothing, Kyle.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Kyle. Never mind. Not in loving memory of. No, I don't want to take the wind out of Kyle's sails here, but I think it might have been me because that's what I did.
Oh, really? Did you copy me?
No, I did it before you, obviously. No, I probably had a piece of cardboard. If I'm trying to harken back, I think I had a piece of cardboard, and I think that I had something on there like "Be kind, masks required" or something like, I don't know, something like that.
Well, it
schmarmy
goes back
thing.
to the drinks thing because you could say it in a nice way.
Right.
Or you could say it in a grumpy way.
And I'll tell you what, people will form their opinions of you as a business and as a business owner and what kind of business you are on those tiny little details and those tiny little signs. You think that person with the drink altar sign is a cool person that owns that business.
Just gives me a different feeling, even if
Yeah.
it's not conscious. Like I'm thinking about it because I run a shop.
Right.
But that brings me back to the gas station. I agree with the owner's outrage. But as a regular Joe or Jill going into the gas station, it just gives me this kind of like instant negativity.
Yeah, instant ick. Whereas if he had a picture of that person stealing gum with hearts all around it saying, if you see him, give him some gum. Maybe
It might be more effective.
I don't know. But it's just an immediate, it's something to think about, especially when you're in the moment of like, I'm so mad about the coffee cup ring on your shelf. I got white shelves, people. Please be gentle with me. The coffee cup rings, the drops of ice cream, the animals that are brought into your shops. When you're in the moment and you're very upset about these things, it's probably a good idea to stop and just count to 10 before you make the sign on Photoshop, because there's probably a way. I'm not going to say a better way, but there's probably a way to communicate to your customer who you are as a shop and a business in your no shirt, no shoes, no service sign.
Yes.
You could go very generic, but you could use it as another opportunity to communicate to your customers who you are, because that's what happens.
Now I'm going to pivot a little bit.
Pivot?
Can you bring yourself into, say, a cafe somewhere? I'm not thinking of any in Geneva, truly.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
I'm in.
You're in some kind of like diner.
Yes.
And it might have it might be called Kuntry Kitchen and
Country
K,
Kitchen.
and they both have Ks.
They both have
it's like
Ks.
It's
Yeah.
like, this is the kind of place I'm
But
not.
it's KOU, not KUNT.
Thank you, Marilla,
Yeah.
for clarifying. I'm not literally thinking of a place, but I've been in places like this that have signs like above maybe where you're eating that says like unruly customers will be fed to the hogs, or you know what
or
I'm
like,
talking about.
If you want a meal, then mom isn't the chef.
Like really saucy kind
sassy little things.
Right. I meant to look some up before I got here tonight, and
I was
failed
recently
to.
at a campground.
Okay.
Okay. And signs were bountiful at this campground. It was a cute little, it was very cute.
Was it camp spelled with a K?
No. It was
Okay.
not. But it was around this little lake, and everybody had their little like campers and RVs and things set up. And so everybody kind of makes it their own for the summer season. And that includes signs. One of the signs was, I'm just going to tell you what these two were, because it's going to help paint a picture of this campground. The first sign that we saw at driving in said, "Cougar in area. Please stay on trails, travel in small groups, and do not allow men under 30 to travel alone." And we're in the hills, and at first I'm reading, I'm like, oh, maybe a cougar's here, and then they got me.
Yes, maybe it's because I'm in my 50s, but I knew where that was heading right away.
So that was the first one. And then the other one that really stuck with me was over their camper. There was a sign that said, "Camp, we want a margarita." And I just had to hand it to him. It made me laugh. But it's just a good example of that gives you the perfect picture of the campground that we were in. You know, like just
Super Americana kind of.
super Americana summer camp kind of vibes. It was so funny. Lots of, it's 5 o'clock somewhere kind of feeling. And, this diner has those kinds of saucy little signs.
I was thinking about those signs, and I stumbled into another profound moment of hypocrisy.
Oh, as we often wont to do.
Yes, harken back to many episodes where we've done that. And I was like, you know what? I think business owners should be a lot more respectful to their customers.
Okay, go on.
And putting up those signs just really is really the wrong attitude. You should be in a constant state of gratitude towards your customers.
Oh my
and
God.
I'm like lecturing this person as I'm preparing for our podcast recording.
Right.
When we
which
do the exact opposite.
actively put customers on blast and feed them to the proverbial hogs for their
cougars
for their I can't think of the word, for their crimes.
Bad behavior.
Bad behavior. Yeah. Well, I guess that's the end of this episode. We can't say anything.
It's not because there's a couple other things before we wrap it up.
All right.
I'm thinking of mandated signs.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. And I have one.
All right. Tell me about it.
I got a bone to pick with one of these mandated signs.
Okay, for the listener who does not own a small business, what kinds of signs are we talking about?
We're talking in the bathroom. You have to have a sign that says employees must wash their hands before returning to work.
Mm-hmm. You have to have certain OSHA signs hung here and there for different workplace environments.
Yeah, hit me with one. You got one on the top of your head?
No, I don't.
Of course. Yeah,
But,
yeah. Hard hats required. Hard hat
yes.
zone or whatever it is. Yeah.
Yes. You have to have your sales tax ID prominently posted.
Could you
Yep.
frame mine?
Sure.
Mine's just duct tape to the wall.
Sure.
Okay, great.
Let's elevate it.
I'm telling you, this is the year that
mine's framed.
I bring it up a notch.
The certificate of occupancies, as say how many people you're allowed to have in the building. If you're a restaurant, I think you have to have that choking sign up.
Right.
Right. So these sorts of things, I'm wondering, Marilla, if an employee is not going to wash their hands before returning to work, your sign is not going to make it so.
I agree. It's such a racket, because here's the thing. So many people will have their inspector walk through and they'll get dinged for, not that this is a sore subject for me, get dinged for not having an employees must wash their hands before returning to work sign. And I think the knee jerk, because we've all seen it everywhere, the knee jerk thing to do is to get online and order yourself one, or go to your nearest restaurant supply store and order yourself one. You don't need to.
Yeah.
If we're talking saving,
you could write it on a piece of cardboard.
You literally can, and I literally have for years, and it's fine. So if you're trying to save every little penny right now and you're starting up, don't spend $10 on that stupid little sign. Just write it down on a piece of paper. You can do it in front of your inspector. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be fancy. Hello, Dot, if you heard that at home. My baby is...
Can you tell the difference between their two cries?
I can.
Yeah. I can't yet.
Well, you'll get there. But at my Rochester location, I just think they're kind of funny. And to your point, Beth, at my Rochester location, I wrote it on a piece of cardboard that says, employees must wash their hands before returning to work. I think I just said employees must wash hands. And in parentheses, underneath, I said, and everyone else should too. Like, it is an assumption that we're all washing our hands. And just because I'm putting a sign up that says you have to wash your hands before going back to work, I know it's a liability thing. Nobody mansplain it to me. But it's not going to make that gross coworker wash their hands. They're going to pick their nose. They're going to go right back to work.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I think there's the no solicitors sign that I could have brought up earlier in terms of signs that everybody puts up, but I just want to say that
ignore.
like the employees must wash hands. If a solicitor, if an employee is not going to pay attention to the you must wash your hands sign,
Right.
God bless the solicitor, because the solicitor is not going to be stopped by a no
stopped.
soliciting
But
sign.
here's the thing. If you have a no soliciting sign, do you feel braver chasing the solicitor out with torch and pitchfork?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
You don't feel braver.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't have one of those signs up, and I bark at them when they come in the door. Mm-hmm. Quite literally. Roof. It's really effective, you guys.
I guess I bring that up as like some signs make no difference whatsoever, and nobody pays any attention to them anyway.
Right. And some things I feel like go without saying, like not many small businesses bother to put up the no shirt, no shoes, no service. Unless you're in a beach town, I feel like. Although I have experienced someone coming into my store barefoot multiple times.
The same person?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Can I guess who it is? Or is it a Rochester thing?
No.
Okay.
These were they were travelers, but they would loop through like every year, and they didn't believe in shoes. They didn't believe in shoes for them or their children. And so the whole crew would just pitter patter in their bare feet. And in that moment, it's like, I don't want your feet on the floor, but also it's a floor. Like, nobody's eating off of it. But also, I mean, the bottom of their feet is like leather at this point if they don't believe in shoes. So is it grosser than the bottom of a shoe? I don't know,
There's
but
something
anyway.
about that feels very disrespectful.
It's off-putting
for
to
me.
see
I don't
people's
know.
toes in your professional work
Yeah.
if you're not in a profession that...
Because it's another thing. It's like your other customers will be uncomfortable with it.
Oh, yeah, they were.
Yes. So even if you're perfectly fine with this
their
family
toes.
being, shoeless,
Yeah. Shoeless Joes.
it makes other customers be like, what the heck? It distracts them from their, dried bananas or whatever they're buying from you.
Yeah, whatever I have over there at that store.
And it doesn't feel good to buy food
Right.
in that kind of situation.
Right. But I don't know. I didn't kick them out. I just kind of got them in and out, and they were very nice, and I got them in and out as quickly as possible. If I had the no shirt, no shoes, no service sign up, would I have just pointed at the door, get out? I don't know. I think I would have just processed them quickly and then been like, nobody reads the sign these days. I don't know. So on one hand, I came out really hot in this episode saying that signs are everything and that they're everything for communication and representing yourself. And now I've somehow landed on signs don't matter and nobody reads them anyway.
Do you remember hearing from Empire Coffee and Donuts in Geneva how they got a bad review based on a sign that was in their window? It was
vaguely refresh me.
It was like some kind of like gay pride sign or something, like an ally sign.
Probably during the month of June, damn it.
Possibly, or maybe it's just up all the time, but somebody walked up to the door and took a picture of the sign and then left a one-star review.
Yes.
Because
yes.
Apparently this business is more concerned about pushing an agenda than
Right.
they are serving coffee.
For those at home, that would be the gay agenda.
Right. So I guess it just came to mind, and I'm quoting it wrong, and I'm remembering the sign imperfectly, but it just, like, that guy's definitely paying attention to signs.
Yeah.
And some businesses are definitely more comfortable than others putting political signs up.
Right.
And we've talked, that's on our politics episode.
Yeah, you were not going to get that here. You got to go back to the politics episode.
Right. But sometimes signs can be very meaningful.
Yeah.
Do you ever not put up signs that people ask you to hang in the window?
All the time.
And what leads
All
you to
the
say
time.
yes or no to one or the other?
If it is violent, if it is violent, I don't put it up, even if it's for a good cause.
Okay.
I don't do it. That's not the way I want to represent. I don't mind if people put those up. I just don't want them on the front of my store because I don't want to be perceived in that way. I think that most things could be said without it, but that's just my opinion. So that's an easy one for me. If it is ugly.
You mean aesthetically displeasing? Really?
Yes. Yes.
Oh, wow.
You don't screen
No.
at all.
I have a story of screening, but I never based on its ugliness or attractiveness.
I have elected not to put some on
Really?
a front-facing area because it's really ugly and not a good sign.
Fascinating.
I sometimes decline taking them if I don't think that it's going to... I don't know. I just think that sometimes... Maybe it's neurotic, but I think it's important to kind of control the vibe of your store. And I don't have like a billboard area in my shop, so most signage, and I don't put signs in my front window. I keep it clean. So most signage is on my front counter. And so if someone comes in and they're taking a picture of the shop, or if they're taking a picture and posting it on a review, I'd rather not have just like a explosion of visual noise at that particular point at my store. If I had a bigger store, maybe I would have a big billboard and then I wouldn't care at all. But because of where the posters are in my store, because I feel like that's the most visible place for people to see them and then participate in community events, I do sometimes get choosy with what I put up.
Okay. Well, one time
We can cut all that out. It was really long.
no, I think it's if you're a small business owner, you get asked maybe once, twice a day to hang somebody's sign for their community garage sale or their, their play that they're in, Marilla.
A new business.
Yes, whatever it could be, and I have an area in the front of my store where I hang these signs. It's a limited area because if it wasn't, my whole front of the store would be covered in signs. And
God, yeah, that's a whole nother part of
it's a thing
signage
to maintain too, because nobody ever comes and says, "Thank you for putting my sign up. My event's over now." So, and sometimes people use really nasty tape, and it's impossible to get out the window. So I've thought about, no signs.
Yeah.
But if at this moment I still hang signs.
I think you do it tastefully.
Thank you.
I think you do it tastefully.
It's a
Will we
struggle,
hang
though.
signs at our flower shop?
I
No
think we
signs.
won't.
Because I'm going to send them across the street to Stomping Grounds.
Anyways, the traveling Chinese ballet.
Yes.
Right.
Controversial. Yes.
They have the biggest posters.
Motherfucking signs.
They have like 24 by 36 full color, full blast
And
poster.
they want you to take 60 pamphlets and 60 shelf talker postcards.
And the shows don't happen in little old Geneva, New York, where we are. They're advertising for the show in Syracuse or the show in Rochester, right?
Yeah.
But they're canvassing every small town across the country for this show.
Right.
So one time I had left the store for some reason. I'd gone to your place or I'd gone to the bank or whatever, post office. I don't know. I came back and one of my employees was accepting this gigundous sign from the Chinese ballet. I almost said buffet. That sounds
that would
delicious.
be better.
I'd love that. I'd advertise for that all day long.
Me too. give me the
General So's.
The billboard.
Yeah. Giant picture of an egg roll. But okay.
She was accepting this.
The employee was like, "Yes, we'll hang this sign," because that's the usual answer. And I walked in and I was like, "No, we will not."
Which is hilarious because if you're a small business owner, I am curious to know what kind of a universal experience this is. Please, 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 if these people hit up your shop, let us know. Send us a DM, whatever you want. Let us know. Because it's hilarious, Beth coming in and cracking down on this, because it's usually a very polite and meek woman.
You think so, Marilla, but wait till I finish the story. I don't want to interrupt you.
Go.
So I was like, "No, we will not hang the sign."
Yes.
And I was trying to give it back to her. And then she starts arguing with me. She's like, "Well, she just said you would hang the sign." And I said, "No, I can't take a sign this big."
Yep.
And I'm like, first of all, it takes up 40% of the real estate.
Second of all, I don't need to explain myself.
Second of all, it's my window.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eighth of all, it's not a community event. It is not, advertising the high school play.
Exactly.
So I'm leaving it out.
Thank you, Dot. Is she coming through? Oh, all right. Thank you, Dot.
Yeah. What Dot is saying is, Beth, wrap it up.
No, Dot is saying she can't stand that show either.
Anyways, this lady is mad at me, and she is telling me that I need to hang her sign, and we've already agreed to hang her sign.
Oh,
and I say, "Your sign is too big. It's not local." She's like, "Well, I'm going to give you a smaller sign."
No.
And so I said, hold on.
Oh.
I said, "Fine, I'll take the smaller sign. Here's your big sign." And then she left. And then I was like, I don't have to hang her sign.
You don't.
I'm not obligated to hang her
No.
sign. So I took her little sign and I crumpled it up
Yeah,
and I
you
threw
did.
it in the garbage. And then she came back and she's like, where's the sign? I said, I decided not to hang it.
Yes.
And she's like, you said you would hang it. And I said, I know I did, but I decided not to. She
Can't
said,
trust
well,
me.
I'd like the sign back. So I gave her her crumpled up
sign.
But anyway, all I'm saying is this lady was not meek.
No.
She really thought that I needed
You
to
had
hang
a
her
real
sign.
spitfire.
I did.
You did.
And I almost let her bully me.
I'm
But
glad you didn't.
No Chinese
I am
ballet is
so-
going to bully me, Marilla, at the end of the
No,
day.
not now, not ever.
No.
I love that story. And I think next year when they come around, this year when they come around, you know they will. I think I might charge them to put their sign up. I'll be like, yeah, that'll be $37.
The ballet is controversial, and I don't know all the details
what I mean.
of
It's
controversy
controversial.
around it, but
And I don't necessarily want to be a part of it, so I'd rather just not put it up in my window.
yeah.
The end.
Did we get there?
Are
I
you
mean, go ahead.
Can I come in pantless to your store? That's the real
That is
question.
the whole point of this episode. I know
yeah.
it. I know it.
I just think that it's fascinating. And now I can't stop thinking about it. But I think we did cover a lot of bases.
Yeah, but there's more. I'm not saying we should talk more. I'm saying there is more. If you start looking around at signs and small businesses, they're everywhere. They're meaningful. And I think I'm thinking about signs differently after going through this.
This is just
thought
making me want to
exercise.
slink away because I know I've got to get up on my game, my sign game. So I've got work to do. Even though this isn't an advice podcast, I now feel advised to improve myself, as I sometimes do after these podcasts.
Here and there. We can tweak a little thing.
Here and there.
All right. It's the end of the episode. Do you have any flower shop news to share? I know you said it was all boring, and it mostly is because we're still kind of like in the paperwork phase of things.
Yeah,
and like,
not that exciting, except that you came in and stole some of my fixtures yesterday.
Listen. Stuff at the flower shop is currently on sale. And I did text you, sort of.
It's true. It's true. It's fine.
to
She
buy
bought
some
it. She
things.
bought it. She bought it.
I bought it. My business bought something
From
out from under my other business.
that is your, yeah. Yeah.
It's going to get a little sticky.
Sukasa. It's fine. But you do have the benefit of being right across the street. It's not like I can just wheel a shelf across the street to my store.
Oh, that was a fiasco.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There. So stop by Stomping Grounds in Geneva, New York to see the store fixtures that I bought from.
Is it going to be out front? Or is it going to be in the back?
Oh, it's already in the
Framing
in the
studio?
dining room area.
Oh, the dining room
It's
area. I didn't
holding.
even
It's like
see
a
it.
bar area now
Ooh.
for my drink mixers
I love that.
and my little etched glass tumblers and cocktail
that.
books and things. It looks nice.
Well, listen, I'm going to wrap it up. Just so the listener knows, my child is being cared for by my husband. She's not just in the other room in a shoebox, crying her eyes out. But yeah, right now, flower shop news, we are clearing out some stuff. I definitely, there's a lot of stuff in there that's been there for a long time. And phase one for me is clearing it all out because I know that I'm going to be able to work a little bit better in the design phase that you and I sit down for if it's a little more of an empty shell.
Clean slates.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what we're doing. We're just kind of cleaning it out. So if you're looking for anything, like some flowers or some vessels or some shelving or some
Knickknacks.
then head down to the flower shop in Geneva. Check it out for a couple more weeks
Yeah, before it becomes.
before we start waving our magic wands and pulling more tarot cards.
Okay, see you next time.
All right, I gotta go get Dot.
Chat about the biz, it is the way it is. Thank you for understanding.
We sincerely thank you for understanding. Please visit us at tyfupod.com to learn more about the show, share prompt ideas, or tell us about your own small business experiences. We may include your story in a future episode. Find us on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube at tyfupod or at tyfupod.com. Our theme music was composed by Marilla Gonzalez. The show is produced by Kelly Walker. Too bad for Kelly Walker.
Can't stand a bug. I
will not have
I can't tolerate a bug.
No.